everybody. Thank you for joining us today. This is your host, MEDIUMSHIP, with the Global Telesummit series From Heartache to Joy. Are you ready to quickly restore your gut to optimal health for rapid life transformation? This call is about total gut rescue, and we have with us our very special, wonderful Sharon Josef with a spectacular new program that she's going to be talking about, which is for total gut rescue. It is time for you to reclaim your energy and happiness and transform your life. Do you or have you ever had unresolved digestion issues and food sensitivities? Perhaps you've had them for years. Have you tried probiotics, extreme restriction diets, or even elimination diets, and yet nothing has helped? Do you have brain fog that inhibits your daily functions? Will you be surprised to know that this is all, most likely, all of this is connected. Most people experience symptoms like mood swings, depression, anxiety, lack of sexual desire, lack of concentration or fogginess, inability to think straight or clear, loss or gaining of weight, skin problems, food sensitivities, type 2 diabetes, dental problems, and even some forms of cancer. And this is just to name a few. This is all, believe it or not, connected to the most important organ for the first step in your building a strong immune system, and that is your gut. So we're going to be talking about some very important aspects that you may or may not have been aware of. So learn what comprises your digestive system. Find out what does your gut affect in our body? How does that affect your lifestyle? What are some of the most common symptoms of gut problems? How are your even thought patterns being affected because of your gut and the foods that you're putting in your body? Very important call. You're going to get energy solutions, as always, to most of your issues. We're also going to get amazing scans with Sharon. She's going to be able to tell you what's going on, if you've got food sensitivities, any kind of question you have that is related to gut health. Please make sure that you get on the phone line and then press star 2. Sharon has this uncanny ability to really see inside your body. For example, this is a testimonial from Sean. She said, Sharon's ability to see inside my body blew me away. Another person, Alex, said, my gut has finally started to heal and I've gone weeks without a stomachache. This is another person, Jill. She said, I finally felt like I knew what was going on with me after being mystified for a very long time. Joanne said, I'm clean and I'm feeling amazing in my body. Susan said, Sharon was able to detect that I'm sensitive to gluten and dairy. So the list goes on and on and on. People have literally been talking about how their lives have changed after having worked with Sharon. And if you've had ongoing issues with your gut, you know that this pretty much affects everything, right? You are going to be able to find out finally how to resolve those issues, have a healthy gut, be regular. I mean, we're going to find out how many ways this is affecting you. If your gut is not healthy, believe it or not, nothing is going to work. Eventually, everything is going to be affected, and all of those issues that I was mentioning earlier, the symptoms, they are going to be showing up sooner or later. So the first most important step that you can take towards your health, mental, emotional, and physical, is cleaning up your gut. So Sharon, about Sharon, if you haven't heard her before, she's a channel, a healer, an author, a medium, and an animal communicator, and she's also a clairvoyant. She helps people and animals that are suffering from pain and discomfort to feel better physically and empowered emotionally. She's a mirror for you to explore and embrace who you are, supporting you as you step into the fullness of your being. In other words, she guides you to becoming an empowered being. Her own story of X-ray vision and energy processes heal and transform. So let's welcome Sharon to the show. It is so amazing and awesome to have you back with us, my dear.
Thank you, Ram. Good morning, everybody. I'm so excited to be here, especially with this gut condition, because so many people have problems now. 30 to 40% of the population have IBS and other gut problems.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot.
Yes.
A lot.
That is a lot.
And
that is a lot, and it's the number is on the rise. So what does the gut or digestion affect in our body?
It affects everything. Like when you're introducing me, you mentioned that it affects our moods, depression, anxiety, ability to concentrate, our appetite, our sleep, our dental, our teeth. It affects our sexual desire, our weight, allergies, food sensitivities, and obviously our inner system, our microbiome, which is so important. That's where all the good bacteria live to fight any pathogens that we have coming in or in our bodies. We already have all these pathogens in our body, but the good microbiome, the bacteria that live in us, protect us from that. So it's extremely important to make sure that we take care of our digestion system. It is so important. It affects everything in our life. Yeah. Iram, are you there?
I'm here. Yes, thank you.
Okay.
I'm reading some of the comments on the webcast. Yeah, as expected, a lot of our... Can you hear me, dear?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I said, as expected, a lot of our listeners are talking about issues to do with their gut and bloating and not being regular. So it's a lot of and people talking about supplements, that they're taking supplements but they're not helping. And we just discussed that in another call this week, how some supplements, it's not all going to be best for your body just because they're saying it's natural and it's a supplement. They're not necessarily suitable for every single person. So moving on, I wanted to ask another very important question. We kind of briefly hinted upon it in the introduction, which was the relationship between our gut and our thoughts. Now, when I first learned it, that was back in 2012, I believe, when I was working with someone and she described how thoughts and emotions can actually be affected in a really big way with what's going on in the gut. This was truly a shocking discovery for me. Can you talk about that a little bit, please?
Yeah. The gastrointestinal tract is sensitive to emotions. So you know how we all experience butterflies in our stomach, or in some situations we feel nauseated, like if we have to do a presentation like I did this morning. Did you use the expression gut-wrenching experience? Anger, anxiety, sadness, elation can trigger symptoms in the gut. The brain, our thoughts have a direct effect on our stomach. It goes back and forth. And the intestines. The thought of eating releases stomach juices before the food gets in there. So it is in both directions. And I just want to say that Hippocrates, the father of medicine, said all diseases begin in the gut. Isn't that interesting?
Very true.
We already knew that. And so, like if, the beginning of the digestive system starts in the mouth. So in the mouth, the emotion is, what is there? Are we feeling guilty? Are we feeling anger? When we put food in our mouth, if we're always dieting, right, we feel guilty. So are we swallowing guilt, And the vagus nerve is the one, that connects how the gut is to the brain and vice versa. So the gut gives messages to the brain according to the food we put in, and the brain releases the correct chemicals. So it works hand in hand. Although they say that the gut has its own brain, but they still work together. The regular brain, our normal brain, and the gut brain. If we swallow something, again, do we swallow do we swallow our words, our emotions, that affects our gut as well. The large intestine, how much do I allow myself to absorb the lesson of life? That all sits in the emotional and the thoughts. The thoughts affect the gut, and the gut affects the thoughts. Goes hand in hand. It's actually quite amazing when you think about what a design we are. It never ceases to amaze me. I'm in awe of it every time I think about it.
So that is such a beautiful explanation. Thank you so much. So if we are conscious, if we bring consciousness, simply by bringing consciousness into our eating habits, some cultures have prayer, there's some cultures have grace, for example. So when you feel the gratitude for the blessing that you've been given for the nourishment, now you are truly swallowing gratitude. How beautiful is that?
Yeah, that is a very big thing. Thank you for bringing that up, because that is something that I want to share that is so important. And I will share when we talk about the important things to keep healthy, how important it is to be present with the food, to be thankful for what we get. And that's the energy that you're putting into your body. Remember that. That is so important. When I eat fruits and vegetables and whatever, I thank everybody that was involved in bringing it to me, including, of course, the plants and everything that I eat. It is really important because I am in gratitude. They're there to support me. So, of course, I'm in gratitude for that.
I love this conversation and what we are talking about today, Sharon. Can I address some of the questions that I'm seeing on the webcast? Because like I said, there are just a lot of people talking about their issues. So this one is, and I'm so sorry if I don't pronounce your name right. I think it's Daisy Slava is the name, and she's saying, "Hi, please help. I've been diagnosed with food intolerance to gluten, sugar, chocolate 2 years ago. I've gained weight and I can't lose it. The interesting part is that my body reacts to all these foods only in Canada. But when I'm in Europe and eat there, my body doesn't react in a negative way to these foods. Can you tell me why that is?" That is so interesting.
Yes. Hi, Daisy. Thank you for asking this question. And it just goes to show that I would say, without even reading you, I would say that, and I could see that energetically, you are so much more in your element in Europe. You're so much happier. Your body is happier. And also, another point is that in Europe, they have much more stricter rules as far as pesticides and all of that, So, of course, even if you eat organic, there's still spraying, it still they still take care of it in a better way. But these are all things, and the environment, the air, everything is different. So I would tell you to stay in Europe if you can, or come here for a very short time. That's my answer to you. I know it sounds funny, but I do see your energy so much more open in Europe. So that's my answer.
And without a doubt, the food is so much better. When I travel to Europe, it's a joy to eat that food, and
I agree.
All right,
me too.
So,
I love it there.
This is a question from Jen. She said, "I had a hysterectomy last year, which resolved my woman problems, but ever since then, my stomach under my breast has been so bloated and large. Do you see a connection? Are there any problems?"
Let me see. Hold on, Jen. I'm scanning you. I would say that they might have touched on a nerve that is kind of dead there, but also it feels like something is stuck there, like glued to each other. One of the organs. I'm looking at it. Hold on. Like the whole organ things are coming up, so it's pushing on you, going up, and that's why you get bloated. So what I would do is I would go to some kind of either a massage therapist there are special massage therapists, especially in France. I don't know where that's a different call. I don't know where you are, Jen, but go to a special massage therapist that could help you, or a chiropractor. A chiropractor might be even better to put everything in the right place. And acupuncturist can also help. Yeah, but I would start with a chiropractor, and you also have some parasites. So I would do a parasite cleanse as well. And when I'm saying this to everybody, I might say to more people, do a parasite cleanse or take probiotic or prebiotics. Know that each of us is so different. There is no formula that I could give you. Do this probiotic and it will help you, or do this. You need to test it on your body and do anything that you're about to take, even if it's food or any kind of aid to the body. Test your body. Do a muscle test. You could do it by putting it on your stomach and seeing where the body goes. If it goes forward, it's good for you, and if it goes backwards, it's not. Or you could close your thumb and your first finger together between each other and first test to see what's a no and what's a yes. And if it's a no, usually it opens up. If it's a yes, it's tight. The two rings, if you put the thumb and the first finger together, I think it's the index finger, within each other like a link, then you could test. First test your name. Is my name Sharon? If it opens, it's yes. If it doesn't open, then it's a no. For me, but you test for yourself. So again, there are no formulas or instructions that cover everybody. Everybody is a person that is different. You made up different. Your energy is many layers. It's all individualized. Yes.
Thank you.
I hope that helps. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, let us know how you found that answer. Please let me know if that helps. Next question is from Joanne. She said, I've been dealing with tachycardia. Is that how you say it? Tachycardia? For the last 2 years. I had surgery, but it only helped a little bit. When it begins, I feel it start in the gut and feel there's a very strong connection with the gut, the vagus nerve, and the heart and the electrical system. I've done a lot of work on my gut and wonder if there is something still there, either physically, emotionally, or past life. Thank you so much. Your help is very needed.
Sure. Joanne, that's Joanne. I'm scanning it now, okay? I'll be quiet for a moment. Yeah. It is a past life. So in this past life, you got a sword or a knife into your gut. The connection to your heart is because you were so surprised that your heart just stopped. It was like, what? I didn't expect this, because you died in that life. And you needed to bring that back in order to release it. So now that you know about it, then I would do a meditation where you know that you release that past life. And Iram, can I take a minute to help her release the energy?
Please. Absolutely, yes.
Okay, so I'll be quiet for a moment because I want to help you, Joanne. Hold on a moment. Okay. Joanne, please make sure you drink a lot of water because you released that. That was very deep. So for the next 3 days, I would say you might feel out of sorts because, again, it's a very deep layer that you released. So make sure you drink extra water. Okay, thank you, Joanne.
Thank you. And please, Joanne, write back. Let me know how you feel. Thank you for your help, Sharon.
Sure.
Next question. By the way, before I ask the next question from the webcast, let's talk a little bit about the fact that our gut could be, what exactly in your work have you found to be impacting these gut issues and problems? You mentioned past life issue with Joanne.
Yeah, past life.
What are some of the other most common issues?
You know what? You'll be surprised. I had a young man that had a lot of anxiety, and his gut was reacting. And it was what when I went in, I found out that his mom had a problem during her pregnancy and in the delivery. So we had to recreate a safer delivery, and it changed everything for him. So anxiety comes from the gut as well. So that was amazing. Yeah.
So it can be trapped emotions, even from the parents?
Yes, from the parents, from even being in utero when the mom is pregnant and she feels, I had a lot of these actually. The mom is not in a good relationship with the dad and she's scared about having a baby. And all those emotions are being picked up by the baby in utero. So I had a few of those, and also we had because growing up as a child, the mom didn't give a lot of attention, or the dad didn't give a lot of attention. So the insecurities. You know how our solar plexus is where our self-worth sits. So there's a lot of problems with the gut because of that. And on a physical level, all of us at one point or another, when we're little or not, we had to take antibiotics. The antibiotics, even if we took it one time, can destroy the gut lining. And then years later, it shows up. Or if we had food poisoning one time in our life, also it could damage that gut lining. The lining that separates the gut from all the bad stuff, from the bacteria in the large intestines, are the ones that break down everything in a nasty way. The small intestine is just to digest things, but because the membrane between the guts is so, it's like one cell thick, it is pretty easy to destroy that. So either antibiotics or if we had food poisoning, if we had anything like some kind of a trauma that we took it into our gut, that's emotional. Everything affects our gut, I would say. I'm not surprised that the father of medicine said that all diseases are starting in the gut.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree.
Yeah.
Now, you have a lot of really amazing testimonials, Sharon, where people are talking about how literally their lives changed overnight with your help. Talk to us a couple of, if you can maybe give us a couple of examples, and why is your work so significant in this? Why are you able to help with such accuracy and such great results?
Well, okay, first I'll tell you about this 25-year-old that had problems with her stomach, and she wasn't getting her period for 3 years. And of course, she went to many doctors, and they all said different things. And what we saw was that it was endometriosis. They weren't sure, and I went in there energetically and was able to remove those cells. And, I'm going to give you a little bit of a chat about how we all know that we're energy. We're not really solid. So I have this amazing team, non-physical team of doctors, I would say, that are helping me in really getting in there deep and working the energy. So I am just a vessel, if the person is the one that does the healing, if they allow that. So my team and me, we could see inside, I could see, and they can come and help me and really change things in a big way. But the person that we're working on is the one that needs to allow it in. Unfortunately, because of our belief system, people don't allow in the healing immediately. They have to, and they're lessons, they're also lessons that they came here to learn. And I know for myself, I went in circles, a spiral many, many times until I allowed myself to get the lesson. We're ready when we're ready. Everybody has their own timing and everything, But I know that my energy is really powerful because I have the help of this big doctor team, I call them, from the other side. Yeah. And my intent,
I can tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, please.
I was just going to say that every morning when I wake up and I meditate, I clear myself, I clear my vessel, and I just say, please let me be the best I could be in service to whomever needs it.
Beautiful. Well, I can tell you that Joanne felt it very strongly. She just wrote back. She said, thank you so much. I felt this release very strongly. It was a very emotional release. Thank you both. And then Daisy Slava, she wrote back. She said, thank you so much, Sharon. The way you explained it makes so much sense to me, and you're totally right. I'm so much happier in Europe than in Canada. Blessings. So, yeah,
nice.
and I can tell you guys, there are a few people that have worked that in their comments have said that they have never found anyone to be more accurate in their diagnosis. And I'm using the word diagnosis because they use it. Of course, we're not medical doctors, so we can't use these medical terms, but they used it. So what the answers that Sharon has, really, it's incredible. They're very, very accurate. And for people that have been spending a lot of money, time, energy trying to find answers and are not getting the answers, this is truly a godsend, especially when it has to do with your gut health. So I want to read a question which is from Shannon, and she's saying, hi, I was diagnosed with H. pylori back on October 16th, and I've been on medication, but it seems like it isn't going away. I was told that it's an infection and it should have gone away.
Yeah, Shannon, H. pylori is a thing. It kind of feels like an ulcer, and emotionally, to me, an ulcer is when you're stepping in one place and you're not advancing in something in your life. So, Shannon, I'm going to scan you and tell you what's going on. Yeah, I do see the H. pylori. So this is what I suggest from my team. They say that the one thing that heals gut, like H. pylori and ulcer and stuff like that, is to drink 1 glass of juice of half carrot juice and half cabbage juice, mix it together and drink 1/3 in the morning and lunch and at night for a week. And I've given it to, that blew me away when they said that. I've given it to a few of my clients, and they all report feeling amazing. It hasn't been that long since I got the information, so I cannot tell you that it fixed it forever, although I believe that it does because I got it from the non-physical team. So please try that. And
so half a cup of carrot juice and half a cup of cabbage juice, and then drink that 3 times a day.
Yeah,
but okay. So that's 3 glasses a day.
Cup. No, a third of a cup, because it's very strong. A third of a cup, divided into 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Thank you for clarifying that, because I would have been thinking, it's 3 glasses.
Right. No, it's 1 cup a whole day, but be careful also. Don't eat any junk when you do that. You can eat normal stuff, but just be mindful of what you eat. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you,
Beautiful.
Shannon. And please
do this for a
write
week.
to me. Yes, and write to me to see how you're doing, if you took care of it. And if not, then we'll get with the team and get you something else. You could sign me on the Facebook in From Heartache to Joy. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
All right. I want to unmute a caller.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 31 country code. Let's see who that is. 31 country code on the phone.
Is it me?
Yes. Who's this?
Oh, this is Carolina. Oh, thank you for
Carolina.
Hi, Carolina.
Hi, Sharon.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome.
I was typing.
What's going on with you, hon?
I was typing my question. I wanted to ask you about, especially my liver, that congested. I've done a lot of liver flushes, but I stopped because my kidneys were feeling bad about that. So, my reproductive system, my hormones are not okay, and I have low energy. So,
there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm scanning you. I'll be quiet for a moment. I do see that the liver is overtaxed. Okay, hold on. You also have a little bit of a fatty thing on the liver. Let me just see what else. Yeah, the whole system is off. And of course, the liver affects everything because it's the one that cleanses everything. It's affecting your thyroid too. And the mood, it affects everything. So, if let me see what we could do. Can I work on you for a moment?
Oh, yes, please.
Okay. I just want to say that emotionally, you need to choose life. You're not sure. There's a part of you that's fighting it all the time. Am I correct, Carolyn? Are you always thinking, yeah. So please consider choosing. The minute you choose to want to be here fully, get in touch with something that makes you happy. Get in touch with the fact that you chose to come here in order to be here at this time because it's a special time. And you have so much to give and to receive. You're not only to give. Receiving and giving is a two-way street. So I'm going to bring in as soon as I finish cleaning the liver, I'm going to bring in unconditional love energy for you. And when you get off the call, please just meditate and find your way to wanting to be here. When you do that, everything in your energy will change, okay? And I'll support you energetically. So I'm going to be quiet for a moment. I just want to finish the liver. It's very thick, so it's taking me longer than normal because I'm going very deep. But I'm also going to to bring in some unconditional love everywhere, especially into your heart, because it's so in pain. I do hope that you get at least the first package so that you can get some meditations that will help you clean your body and keep moving the energies, okay? I do feel that that's all I could do for right now. Please let me know how else I can support you. Thank you for now, Carolina.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So welcome. Thank you, love.
Thank you. Thank you.
That was. You're so welcome.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right. Let's. I want to unmute caller number 1 now, who is area code 914. 914. You are now. All right. So my internet is doing that silly thing it does. Give me 1 second. 914. You're unmuted.
Hello.
Hi. Who's this?
Hi. Actually, this is Joanne. I meant to hang up. I'm so sorry. But I'm glad to be on the phone.
Okay, honey. So you got the help, though, right? That was helpful?
I did. Yeah. I really feel the gut is so connected to everything. And I've also, the other part that I didn't ask, because I've been very angry with my husband lately because I found out he was lying to me about business dealings. So I don't know if that's also, that's why I had asked past life, emotional, I know it's everything.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to take, it is a lot for you to clean, but there is a method that I give my clients how to take anger out. If you go down to your heart has many chambers energetically. Go into a room, have the intention of sealing this room so no energy can get out of it, okay? Go in there and do whatever you need to do to get your anger out, knowing that none of that energy will escape and affect anybody in a negative way, but you need to get it out. So, I tell my clients, use whatever you need to, punching bags, axes, whatever, to get the anger out, because you need to take it out. It's a big reservoir of anger, and it's quite full, I see, that you have.
Yeah. I see your package has a forgiveness process.
Yes, it's really important. Very, very important. All of us, you know what? I do this meditation regularly because, things can set us off about anybody. If my sister-in-law is talking to me in a funny way, I do this meditation, because I especially want to be clear at all times so I could be a good vessel. But everybody needs to be clean and clear from all that energy of anger and disappointment, and it's important. Otherwise it affects our lives.
Okay, so both you have a bonus. I guess I'm asking about the package. Bonus 4 and bonus 5 both have to do with forgiveness. So to listen to both of them.
Well, yes, one is for digestion, and one is just forgiveness that doesn't focus on digestion. But you know what? Forgiveness and digestion go hand in hand. So either one that you do will help you. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. Then I'll be doing a project.
And anger could be hurting you in so many. Yeah, anger could be hurting you in so many ways, dear. So forgiveness is very important to you.
I'm trying so hard to let go of it, and every time something comes up again, a new thing, and it just sets things back.
So,
well, you know why that's happening? Because you're already triggered, so you're going to attract like events to stay triggered. Yeah. So until you release it, it's going to keep happening.
And I would go a step further and tell you that you're triggering it on this life because you've had it in other lives. But I don't know if if we have the time to go. I would say if you can get the package where we could go into it together, do it so that we can resolve those and let it go. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. I'm doing it now.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So glad you got the help.
Thanks.
Yeah. Great questions. Great questions. And that, I just get guided sometimes to just interact with the people because the call just takes on and goes in a direction that is actually best suited for the community, which, like you can see, it's just so many things are coming up. I mean, this call is about the gut, yet there's so much stuff coming up that is so important, yet it is all connected to the gut, which in turn is then connected to every aspect of your life, like what Sharon said in the beginning. It's, everything affects the gut, and then the gut affects everything else. So this is just so important for everybody to understand. Let's look at the next caller in line. These are beautiful questions. Please always remember, you guys are all a representation of all of us. So when we talk to a caller or take a webcast question, you're doing it for so many other people that, are maybe not picked or not on the call, but you just stand in for them. So the next person in line is area code 909. Let's see if my computer's going to be funny again. 909, you're unmuted. Yes, Sharon.
I just want to say that, hold on for a second. I just want to say that I also programmed our field that whoever talks and I help with the energy, it helps everybody. So, yeah, good point, Iram. Thank you. Yeah. Go ahead, please.
All right, so 909, you are unmuted.
Hello?
Hi, who's this?
Hi, this is Jen. You actually did scan me earlier about the hysterectomy problem.
That is
so
funny. Everybody that I'm picking on the call is somebody that's been scanned earlier. And we have close to 200 people on the call. That's so funny. Okay. Wow. Do you still have a follow-up question, or are you done, my dear?
I was just wondering if it could be related to being an empath, a lot of the gut issues.
That too. It's, it's usually not just one thing, but definitely, I'm looking at you. You have also healing energy in your hands, but you are an empath, Do you do anything with your healing energy?
No, I'm just learning myself.
Oh, nice. Yeah, excellent. You do have that, and it's great that you are going to clean that out, the energy there. But, past life, that's what comes in, that the reason that you took it to a different level with the empathic into your body. You had you were a helper with the inner senses. You were helping people through cards and like crystal ball reading. And and you knew a lot about people, and one of the people that you helped did give you away, and you were prosecuted for it. So so you have a lot of anxiety about that. To break into it.
I have anxiety about this.
So, that's the case. But you know what? Since you're on the call, wait a minute and I'll clear that, okay?
Great. Thank you.
Awesome.
Sure. Yeah, great. And start using your hands, even if you play, put your hands together and take them apart so you could feel the energy in your hands when you activate it, okay?
Okay. Thank you so much for your time.
Sure, thank you.
Okay,
beautiful.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Sharon, can you quickly address questions? I can't go into the questions, but people had they were asking to get relief for like symptoms of leaky gut, complications after surgeries, hernia. Talk to us about your experiences that you've had with these, and what your clients have experienced, please.
Yeah, so with a leaky gut, I have quite a few clients that that had that. I'm happy to report that most of them, not all of them, there's one that hasn't gotten over it, but most of them have gotten over it. And it's really a deep thing because obviously we know what it is on a physical level, that the membrane between the gut is worn down, and we get bacteria, and that bacteria or pathogens, they go and they go into the bloodstream, and there are other diseases that can come from it. It wreaks havoc on the whole body. So what I do is I work on them energetically, and we have good results. And for themselves, they do on a physical level. They try many things. So I would say for those of you that have that, try that juice protocol that I gave you to heal the gut. If that doesn't sound good to you, then I would say try many things. Don't give up. Have it in your mind, in your target, that you know that you're going to heal it. Don't give up. There's a lot of power involved in this, that we give our power away, especially to the medical community. You know, we know from since we're little that we go to the doctor to get fixed, so we give them the power. But the power is with you, okay? You're the ones that can heal yourself, that do heal yourself, and you need to figure out, try different things until it works. And for my clients, we hone in pretty fast, but some of them did take a while to heal. But as long as it's getting better all the time, I feel that we're in the right direction. And like I said, I have a mother and daughter team. They both had leaky gut, and they're both okay now. What were the other ones? Hernia, I haven't really had anybody with hernia, but I would look into that and also work on it energetically. And hernia feels like there's a break in your life in something. So I would look at that, yeah. You know, I'm more about the spiritual and the cause of what causes that. What was the other thing that you asked me, Ram? There was something else that you
We
addressed.
talked about leaky gut, hernia,
hernia,
multiple complications from surgery.
Complications.
Multiple
surgeries. Okay. Yeah, multiple surgeries. So that's a shock to the system, you know, multiple surgeries. The only client I had with that was that she had 3 kids and she had cesarean with all 3 of them, and her bladder got stuck to her uterus. They had to remove her uterus before I got to her. So she had problems. Everything moved down. So we kind of brought it all up energetically, and then the physical follows the energy, because the physical is still energy, it's just more dense, so it takes longer. But I would say that don't give up, especially all the ones with a leaky gut, even though it may have affected you in different ways and you got different things. Like some of my clients have autoimmune problems because of the leaky gut, you know. So we're getting better. I could tell you one of them, one of them is all good now. I don't even know if I asked her for a testimonial, but she got over it because she understood that our body is in our consciousness. Our consciousness is what dictates everything. It's a really deep, deep knowing. You could know it in your head, and I know that, you know, Iram tells me this. Don't preach to the choir, because this community is very aware, and I am so grateful that you are aware. But knowing it in one way and really knowing it in your gut are 2 different levels. It took me a long time. All of my life I was able to see things and help people, but it really took me a long time to understand that on a very, very basic level, that our consciousness is everything. So if we decide that we're going to heal something, we're going to heal it. We can heal. Our team, my non-physical team says, you can come back from anything. Also, Dr. Lipton, I don't know, probably people listen to him as well. He also says
Dr.
that.
Bruce Lipton.
Bruce Lipton, yeah. He says that you can come back from everything or anything if you go, instead of fear, if you go towards love. That's what he says. And I say,
beautiful.
Yes, love is the most important thing, but also you understanding that you're the one that is creating your life on a deep level. Yeah, we have things from the outside that affect us, but the outside is a mirror for your inside. And it takes a long time to really get that, So, yeah.
Thank you for explaining that.
Yes, thank you for asking.
Thank you for explaining that. Sharon, I have tons more questions on the webcast that I actually want to get to, but before we do that, I want to talk about your package, because that way we'll be able to help direct people towards the package and what's best for them, because it seems that's where they're really needing the help. So let's go ahead and check out this amazing package, which is for the gut. It is orderjoynow.com/gut19, GUT gut, and then 19, very aptly named. Thank you, Nyla. So it's orderjoynow.com/gut19, or just press the special offer button on the webcast or on the replay. And I'm going to let you explain package A and B, and then if anybody has questions regarding the package or which package is best for them, we'll start answering those, and I'll go back and cover some of the questions that I think are really going to help serve the rest of the community. So over to you, Sharon.
Okay, I just want to say that my computer is acting in Mercury retrograde, so I'm doing this out of my memory. So there are
I can go and you can help. I can tell you. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, there are 5 meditations. The first one is about changing the frequencies, bringing in different kind of colors and lights to change the frequency in your body. And that cleanses.
Is that the? Can I read you the titles, because in package A, are you talking about the group healing sessions, or are you talking about the bonus MP3s?
I'm talking about the MP3s. Do you want me to talk about the classes?
Yeah, let's cover these 3 live group healing sessions first, which is the actual package A, and then we'll talk about the bonuses.
Oh, okay. So we're going to have 3 live classes. In the classes, the first one, we're going to talk about the first station of the digestive system, which is the mouth. What do we express with our mouth? What do we swallow in our life? What did we decide not to swallow? Do we feel guilty for saying things or not saying things? That's also going to your throat. Do I allow myself to say what I feel? Do I express myself through my throat? Am I holding back things and not saying things? And then the small intestines is going to be how do we digest life? How do we do not digest? Do I have a wounding? And of course, in all of these, we're also going to look at the physical side, and I'll be doing readings. And I try to do everybody on each of these classes if it's not too big. So for the throat, for the intestines, we could look at the parasites, the heartburn, the whole digestion process. For the large intestines, which is the last class, is how much do I allow myself to absorb the lessons of life, and how much am I in denial about life? How much do I not allow in? Am I blocked? Am I blocking something in my life? Then I might have constipation, right? It's all in direct relationship, how we act in our life and how we feel to everything in the digestion. So we're going to go through the spiritual, physical, and emotional in all three of them. And of course, I'll do the readings, spot readings, and answer any questions.
So you'll do scans, readings, and answering questions. So that's awesome. So people that are in this group are going to have a much better chance of getting questions answered regarding whatever is mystifying you about your gut issues, health issues. You can get your answers in these group sessions.
Yes.
And then experience the energy releases and the healing, but also knowledge, which is power. Remember, you will understand this at a much deeper and healthier level. And then they have these really amazing bonuses on top of this amazing 3-session that's in package A. And then they have these bonuses. So the first bonus is called the Cell Energy Cleansing and Healing Process MP3.
Yeah. So that's, and what's the second one?
This is the bonus one, which is Cell Energy Cleansing and Healing Process MP3.
Yeah,
this was the one that you were talking about, the different colors. Yeah,
the different colors. Yeah, the frequencies. So you bring. In the meditation, I walk you through how you bring different colors into your body and clean every cell, and the different colors are different frequencies. So that really, really gets to clean your body and your aura. And to move the energy, which is the most important thing. You know, this is what digestion is about moving the energy in the food. The food is energy, right? So that's what digestion is for, to move the energy of your body.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Bonus number 2 is Organ Detoxing and Cleansing Process, MP3.
And here we, again, in the meditation, we bring light to every organ, and I walk you through that. And the light has its own intelligence. It knows what to do, but also the energy of my non-physicals and myself, we bring it into your experience. You really feel it. People have been telling me that they feel it so real, you know, right then there. They feel like the energy is working on them. Yes.
Okay, beautiful. Bonus 3 is Inflammation Lowering Process, MP3.
Okay, so here, you know, a lot of the gut issues cause inflammation. And the inflammation, it's like fire in the body. You know, it's the element of fire. So bringing in water puts the fire out. And by the way, water is so important. Just drink a lot of water. You cannot drink enough water, especially for people with inflammation. But in this meditation, we bring in water and we calm everything in the body with the water, all the inflammation. We go everywhere with it. So it's very powerful.
Okay, and then we have, actually I don't know if this is a mistake, but it lists 5 bonuses, but on the description it's only 4. So bonus 4 is Powerful Forgiveness and Digestion Process, MP3. Is that separate from a Powerful Forgiveness process?
Well, the Powerful Forgiveness was just a bonus for people that buy fast, but at the end I just gave everybody all of them. Does that make sense what I'm saying?
No.
But there are 5. There are 5. So it's 2 separate meditations. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, got it. So they missed, I'm going to ask them to put it up there because they missed listing it in the package. Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So can you describe it, please?
So, sure, sorry. So the forgiveness meditation is a meditation where I take you on a journey on a river, and going around the bend, you will find the people in your life that you need to forgive to, that did wrong to you. And I have to tell you that this meditation, when my guide gave it to me, changed my life completely, because I do it on a regular basis. Yeah, I do. I needed to forgive. And during the meditation, people I didn't even think that I needed to forgive, including myself, of course. It was a while ago, but still, things happen all the time on a daily basis that we need to ask forgiveness and forgive ourselves for. But this meditation is especially for people that have been wounded, and maybe that's all of us in some way in the past, and you need to let it go from a really deep place. That's what it is about.
Awesome.
And,
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And the last one, the meditation with the digestion is, let's say you have someone in your life. It could be your mother, father, cousin, husband, wife, someone that is like a thorn in your side, someone that you really need to start thinking of in a different way, to forgive, and to digest. These people we're not allowing ourselves to digest properly, because every time we get upset or angry, like the caller, when she's upset at her husband, that stops our digestion from going smoothly. So this meditation, you get to forgive this person. You get to forgive yourself, and you exchange gifts of love in this meditation. It's a beautiful meditation. So you get to really go on with your life and start digesting better.
Beautiful. Awesome. So that is with all of these amazing MP3s, which are these just meditations, or are they encoded with energy?
They're encoded with energy, of course. They're encoded with energy.
Yeah, everything you do is encoded with energy. So I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, so this is a very powerful package, you guys. You have you have, first of all, these amazing 5 energy encoded sessions. So you've got those in the MP3s. You can listen to them at any time, any point, as much as you want to. And by the way, this is going to be available to you as soon as you check out, because these are already there. And then starting in December, you will have access to these 3 live group healing sessions where, by the way, if you've had any kind of mysterious illness, allergy, food sensitivity, is it your environment that's causing it? Is it a food that's actually causing it? Because sometimes, like we learned today in this call, it's actually more the environment or the place. And sometimes it could be something that's related to you emotionally, ancestrally, past life, some kind of a trauma. So get your answers. If you feel that you can't come up with the funds right now to have a private session where Sharon can be the detective and really go on this hunt and find the answers for you, which of course she can, but equally good are her group sessions, because here's the beautiful thing about group energy sessions. When you are in a group, you are, first of all, the power and the intention of a circle, of a group, it becomes magnified because of the unity of everybody's intention. So that's a beautiful thing. You have much more energy there. The second really amazing and wonderful thing about being a part of the group is that somebody could be bringing up something that is actually a deeper trigger for you, but you're just not aware of it. So that becomes that's getting healed, and you're becoming aware and conscious and really healing together as a group. And then, of course, the third powerful, really amazing bonus is that being a part of the group is that you are now united, not just united in your intention, but you've got people that are going to be supportive of you, that are also moving towards that same goal. So you've got those powerful group healing sessions. Get your questions answered. because, like Sharon said, she's going to be doing readings, scans, answering your questions. You can get all your health questions answered in this group as in the 3 weeks that it's going to be on. And then you've got the amazing 5 energy sessions on the MP3. And by the way, I'm just going to confirm this by asking this question, that these are going to be recorded as well, right? The live group healing sessions?
Yes,
if people can't make it live?
Absolutely, and I forgot to mention that I also do a meditation in each of these group sessions, and I wish I would have thought of asking one of the last group sessions that I did. If anyone is on the call from the last group session, if you want to share what your experience, that would be great. I didn't think about it.
Can you share?
Yeah, I could
While
share.
we wait for someone, if they're here, tell us what happened in your last one.
I didn't think of I got such beautiful letters saying how I changed their lives. It was amazing. I was so moved that I have to tell you, the last time that we met, because it was 8 group sessions, I cried because it was so beautiful. Everybody was didn't want to let me go, and I didn't want to let them go. It was beautiful, and they did so much transformation that I was surprised. It was wonderful. But like you said, a group working together, the energy moves things faster. So I highly recommend it. It was wonderful. I really enjoyed it, and everybody that wrote to me afterwards saying how good they felt. So that was awesome. And I stay in touch with some of them too. Yeah.
Awesome. Joanne said, I just purchased package B, and I'm so looking forward to working with Sharon. She's just so generous in what she gives us just in this one call. Thank you so much for your help. I'm going to start the Forgiveness MP3 right after this call. That is awesome.
Oh, thank you, Joanne. That is really nice. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Yeah. And then we have package B, which we haven't gotten to yet. So package B is everything that is included in package A is going to be included in package B, plus you get a 30-minute private healing session. So it's where you get a reading, a scan, and healing, where you will take a deep dive into the underlying cause of your gut health and your health issues. You will get a complete energetic examination of your digestive system, and she will explain your issues. She will get guidance on how you can heal the parts that need attention. So together with her cosmic committee and yours, you can clear the stuck experience and energy in the body to completely heal your digestive system, which truly leads to a total life transformation. That is a private session that you can get right now in package B. And we do have a payment plan available. So if you're checking out with package B and you want to make one payment now and make one payment in 30 days, but secure your session at this price, then package B is the option for you. I want to just remind everybody that at this time, the $247 for the package B is a limited time price, because last time Sharon was on, she sold out and she was booked for months. So you want to get these sessions now, and we have a handful of these. So make sure you get your gut health scan, complete makeover of your gut. This is really what it is. It's a complete makeover of your gut. Whether it's package A or B, you're going to get the help that you deserve and that you need. Question is, how deep do you want to go with this? So it's a total gut rescue. That's what it is. It's a total gut rescue. You can tell from the amazing energy that Sharon brings to these calls, how generous, how available, how fully present she is, and this is a great opportunity for you to work with her. So this is from Paris. She is, I guess, one of your previous clients. She said, shout out to Sharon. She's a beautiful, genuine, compassionate being. I've worked with her in the previous group. She delivered class after class, many transformations for everyone. Bless you, sweet angel. Love and hug, Paris. Thank you,
Paris. So
Thank
nice
you, love,
to
for
hear
sending
from
that.
you. Yeah, thank you. I'm so emotional to hear from you. Thank you. I love you.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Yeah.
So we have more questions. Can you talk about pancreatitis? We have a couple of questions on that.
Yeah, so this is the deal. The pancreas is where we store our traumas. All of us had trauma in our life and our past lives. So it's going to show up in our pancreas. So energetic healing is what I do best. I go into the pancreas and really pull apart the energy and see what has caused the trauma and address it. Now, I'm not going to take the clients to relive all that trauma, but I'm going to speak from a place of this is why this took place, because you needed to get that or to learn that or to go through this to get to that point. So pancreatitis is really the trauma center. That's what I have to say about that. But I do want to say that I've had people, clients with pancreas issues that they are healthy now. So it could go very deep. There are many layers of trauma that we have or we store in there, but we can unwrap all of them. So that's what I could say about that. And of course, physically, we can see what's right for you that will go hand in hand, because it all goes together. You cannot separate one from the other. Spiritual, body, and mental all go together. Mental, emotional, same. So, yeah, and it's all individual, so I cannot say, you need to do this, that. It's really very individual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and speaking of individual, I know that people that have been dealing with gut issues, whether it's, long-term constipation, which we didn't even talk about constipation. That is one of, other cornerstones of disease, right? It's like if you are constipated, it is way more serious than people realize. But people that have had these types of issues for the longest time, they've tried different things. They haven't gotten results, whether it's through my own daughter, when she was just 9 at that time, because of her emotional trauma over my divorce, she had a compacted colon, and the doctors first put her on laxatives because her dad doesn't believe in energy medicine or holistic. And, it took 6 months of being on laxatives, didn't do any good, and then they were scheduling her for surgery, and I finally stepped in and I said, no, that's enough. And I asked him to just give me a month to do what I could do, and then, because, even he was scared. She was only 9. And I was able to help her get relieved within 2 weeks, and but what the reason why I was talking about that these can be such serious issues. Even little children are being, cut on, and they're doing surgeries, and they have their own complications. Yes, I believe there's definitely a place and benefit for traditional medicine, but people that have been through the system, even people that have been using holistic stuff and supplements and stuff, and Sharon, they are so disappointed. They've lost hope. What would you say to someone like that is listening to you, and they're getting hopeful, and they're going, I just don't know if she can help me or not? What would you say to someone like that? Speak from your heart, please, because I know you're a very, very heart-centered person.
Yes. What I would say is this. There are reasons that are emotional and spiritual that you have these things. So what we could do is look at them and see what is causing them. For example, when someone is constipated, it's because they don't allow themselves to absorb the lessons in life, and they could be in fears or in conflict. That kind of freezes everything, right? It doesn't allow any flow. It's all about flow, remember? That's my motto. It's all about flow, energetic flow or flow of whatever needs to come out. So when we look at it, we could see what the problem is that causes it. And then, I cannot tell you there's no way it's not going to be fixed, but I do feel that if you do look at what it is that's causing it and you are fixing it, there's no way it's not going to work. That's what I could tell you.
Yeah, there's no way that it's not going to work. I love that.
Yeah. I mean, but, many times it's not, let's say the problem isn't constipation, but it affects other things. It affects the sleep. It affects your teeth. I don't know. Everything is tied to everything. So we have to unravel everything, yeah? And we have to look at it and say, this is because of this. Do you understand that you're not moving in your life and that's why you're stuck and that's why you're constipated? But that's not, why are you not moving in your life? Because you're afraid. So let's look at why you're afraid. What are you afraid of? So it's kind of like many, many layers that we unravel. But we do want to get to the bottom of it, and then once the person gets what's going on and they do the work that I give them little tools, very basic. It's not me, it's my guides that give them. And by the way, my team, my non-physical team, goes through your non-physical team. They would not do it directly. They go through your higher self. They ask permission. Everything is done very ethically. So,
love that.
going through your higher self.
Kind of like a fail-safe mechanism.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the higher self can say, you know what? Maybe it's not time yet for her to get this lesson. So let's look at a different thing right now, so that it will get her prepared to look at the next lesson. Because all of us, whether we get it in our head, between getting it in our head and actually doing it in our lives, there are many steps, right? We have our own timing. Each person is ready to do whatever they came here to do whenever they're ready, not before that. Nothing is going to happen before you're ready to do it. But I could point out what it is, because we could see ahead, or we can ask the higher self and see, these are the things you came here to do. You are still on your way there, or this is what you could do to help yourself to get there. Those things will help you heal. There's no way they're not going to. Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. I want to remind everybody. Well, thank you, my dear. And I want to just say, you guys, you have it now. If you've had issues with your gut, you want to completely transform it. You want to have a total rescue for your gut. This package that Sharon has brought for us is absolutely amazing. You will have the kind of results people are talking about are like, Sharon is 100% accurate in her diagnosis in myself and my kids every single time. This is on the page. You can read this. This is from Jennifer, who talks about her 4 kids and herself and how she constantly goes back to Sharon, and it's just always 100% accurate. Another person is Betsy, who also talks about Sharon being an incredible intuitive channel and healer. And then another person who mentions after 6 months of debilitating pain, the next day after our session, I am nearly pain-free. This is like amazing stuff that people are talking about. Within 4 days, the large blood clot below my husband's knee and other smaller one by the ankle had disappeared. E.S. said Sharon is always correct in her diagnosis. I felt back pain relief right away. You just keep going and you just keep scrolling up, and you will see how many people are talking about what an amazing and gifted healer Sharon is and how she's been able to really help so many people. So if you've got those issues, any kind of health-related issues, especially the ones related to your gut, this package A, is designed specifically for helping just massively with gut health. This is what it's totally focused on. Package A was created exclusively for FHTJ community to help with gut health issues. And of course, if you want to get a deeper scan, really go deep with Sharon and find out not just issues related to gut, but other stuff, then you can get that session with her, which is in package B, which is also available right now on a 2-pay plan. And we have a handful of sessions at this price, $247. Once that price is done, it will be gone. So please make sure that you get these while the price is still low. Actually, I think we might not even have more packages after the price is done. So orderjoynow.com/gut19, GUT, and then the number 19, or press the special offer button. Again, Sharon, my love, thank you so much for
Thank you,
everything
Iram,
you
so
do,
much.
for everything. Oh, it's my pleasure always. And it's a pleasure and a joy. Thank you, my dear. It's a pleasure and joy to help this amazing community of ours, the FHTJ community, filled with people that are conscious, that are aware, that are spiritual, that are empaths. So we have a lot of issues, of course, that empaths have to deal with. And that's why we attract amazing healers like yourself, Sharon, to help serve this wonderful light community, because these are all, truly, all of these people are light workers. And we are just honored to serve them. So I just want to send a huge thank you and a wave of love to each and every one of you listening or sharing the replay. Lots of love to you. Take care of yourself, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Me too. Bye.